Sunday Night Football just wrapped up, so let's recap week 4 of Sunday Football. Started early today with an international game in Dublin, Ireland, where the Steelers took down the Vikings. Both DK Metcalf and Kenneth Gainwell had huge days for the Steelers offense. The Vikings must have missed Jordan Addison because he already had a 100-yard game in his first game back. The Vikings almost made a fourth quarter comeback, but the Steelers defense made the final stop to win the game. The Giants won their first game of the year with their new rookie quarterback in Jackson Dart in his first start. Jackson Dart had himself a debut. He opened up the run game a lot more for the Giants with his athleticism. Keep telling you, Justin Herbert's trash. I mean, he literally threw an interception to a defensive tackle. Sending prayers to both Malik Neighbors and Joe Alt, who both went down with serious injuries today. The Eagles barely survived an injured Buccaneers squad. Eagles pass game is horrendous. Jalen Hurts legit can't throw the ball. If they can't run the ball, the offense can't move. And Baker Mayfield had himself another great day. There's no quarterback that's playing better than Baker Mayfield right now. Bills barely survived the Saints at home. James Cook showed once again today that he's the best player in the Bills offense. Josh turned the ball over. Allen threw a horrendous interception. Saints failed to run their own version of the Philly special when they had Chris Olave throw the ball, but instead he threw an interception. And I thought Spencer Rattler had another solid day of throwing the ball. Lions offense continues to light up the scoreboard against the Browns. Amon-Ra had himself another great day with 2 touchdowns, so let the man play his 2K. Quinshawn Judkins looks like the real deal for the Browns. He's a real workhorse back for him. Joe Flacco had another terrible day. He threw this horrendous interception. It might be time to start one of the rookies. Falcons offense had a nice bounce back week after getting shut out last week. Penix had himself a day, throwing for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns and showed off a nice connection with Drake London. The Commanders offense did what they could without both Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin playing. Patriots destroyed the worst team in football today in the Panthers. Drake May is legit like Arch Manning. They're both great against terrible teams. Stephon Diggs had his first 100-yard game as a Patriot. And the Panthers, they basically just need to new everything. Texans shut out the Titans at home. Texans may have finally found their new top running back in rookie Woody Marks, who went for over 100 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. The Titans are another team that basically just needs a new everything except for their quarterback. The Bears beat the Raiders in a close game. Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze once again show off their great connection, connecting for another touchdown. Geno Smith is straight ass. He threw 3 interceptions today. Maybe the Raiders should consider calling for Shedeur Sanders. Ashton Jeanty also finally had his breakout game, going for over 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. And it's probably because Chip Kelly gave Ashton Jeanty his stand-up stance back. But the Bears won at the end with a blocked field goal. They finally had luck on their side. The Chiefs dominated the Ravens. Mahomes had himself a day, throwing for 4 touchdowns. He did whatever he wanted to against this Ravens defense. And Lamar couldn't get anything going on offense today. He may even have faked an injury at the end of the third quarter to exit the game. The Rams came back in the fourth quarter to take down the undefeated Colts. Puka Nacua is easily the best wide receiver in football today, going for over 170 yards and a touchdown. Indiana Jones looked like trash, throwing for 2 interceptions. Tutu Atwell had a huge 88-yard touchdown to give the Rams the win. There was a moment in the game where Adonai Mitchell did fumble the ball before crossing the goal line, and that play may have potentially cost the Colts the game. Jaguars upset the 49ers with a returning Brock Purdy. The Jags defense showed out today, committing 4 turnovers, and Etienne ran all over the 49ers defense with 123 yards and a touchdown. And we ended the day with a Sunday Night Football banger in a 40-40 tie between the Cowboys and Packers. Both offenses cooked. Romeo Doubs had himself 3 touchdowns. George Pickens finally had his breakout game with the Cowboys. And Micah Parsons in his return to Dallas seemed to have been a non-factor. And Jalen Tolbert made this sick sideline grab. This might be catch of the year. But it ended in OT with both teams kicking a field goal, ending in a 40-40 tie.